There was no keeping the team together after last year. Even though we placed 4th, again, the fans, I've seen a lot of tweets regarding, oh, you placed 4th and you dropped half the team. That it's, you don't know what was going on.
London, it's over! It's a 3-1 massacre.
When you look at the initial roster for the London Royal Ravens going into the first Call of Duty League season, you had Skrapz and Wuskins, you had Rated, you had Jerd, and you had Dylan.
We got off to a decent start. Our homestand, I think we could have won it if a few things went our way. Going onwards, you know, we knew a change needed to be made for the pace of the game to keep up. We knew we needed a quicker player, so we were looking at options that London had.
So yeah, I flew out here on short notice, like a day before lockdown. I flew out here just in case Nasty couldn't play. Nasty was actually my roommate. We worked in the same room, so we had 2 setups here. Me and Nasty were like, he was screaming behind me with the London team, and I was just doing nothing. And I was just hoping that I could get my chance, and I got my chance. It didn't go too well the first month or 2, but yeah, like I said, just kept the head down. Eventually got to that point where
we turned the end of the year around. We got 4th at champs. I'm not happy with 4th, but with the way the year went, I think 4th was good.
London, what a season it had been for them, and an incredible way to turn it around with a top 4 finish.
When the new roster for 2021 for the Royal Ravens got announced, yes, I was a little bit surprised that you didn't see either Wuskin or Skrapz on the team.
So something that was really tough for our team last year, which I think was a big problem that was a stem of every other problem that came about afterwards, was lockdown.
I think that played a really bad, effect on a bunch of European players who are living abroad.
And we're stuck in lockdown all together every day for months. But that was one of the big issues for us, and slowly but surely personal things started getting involved with like practice.
When it was good, but when it was bad, it was really bad. It wasn't practice,
People weren't getting as long as well because we're stuck together. I think the twins were great 2 guys. I've known them for years and I think they're very nice people, but end of the day, practice wise is what we just weren't there as a team. The mentality and the work ethic for everyone wasn't what it should be. So us 5 together, it just wasn't working.
3 pieces, teammates now have got to contend, and Dylan's there to pick up the pieces. London, what a bit of a play that was.
The new look roster for the Royal Ravens going into 2021 is going to be Seany, Alexx, Dylan, and Zero.
They hit me up basically saying, yeah, we want you, whatever the case, and I was like, well, I mean, for me it was a no-brainer. Knowing the players like Seany, like Dill, I've always known them from back, like I've teamed with both.
There's a game in Anaheim against Optic, we won 5-5 last map. Me and Alexx last map, he had like 14 and I had 11. One of the best moments because it was like Anaheim, Optic, they were making the run to like get back to the top and we just shut them down. It was great.
As soon as you beat Optic, like people were going to take notice.
They've done it! They've done it in round 11 fashion! Seany set himself up.
I think it's going to be really easy for us to get Alexx in sync with the team, and with the vibes, just with the practice, all of it. Him coming from Minnesota, I think is really good because he can bring stuff from them that we don't know.
It's like we just needed a submachine gun to slot in next to Dylan, not too fast, not too slow, just to keep the pace where it should be, because last year we had a major problem with Dylan being too fast and Wuskin being way too slow.
I feel like I have a lot to prove because obviously the way the last season ended, I feel like I've ended up on a very good team. I just feel like on EU teams, like there's just so much passion. When you're with people from back home, it's just different. Like it really just is. I'm gonna get back to prime form. Same with Dill. Can't wait to prove a lot of people wrong.
Alexx in that MP5 light it up a triple.
Yeah, don't man. I'm an AR and I had to use a sub for like 4 months in that game. Oh my god, I hated it. And then as soon as I got to use an AR, I was just frying people. I was smoking people. I was like, this is what I need to be doing. I need to be doing this permanently.
Seany for president, Seany for MVP. 34 and 14.
And then we have Trey as a flex. I think Trey is a really solid flex. I feel like he needs to just run that role and just let Trey be Trey. And then you've got me and Alexx. Alexx is a SMG player alongside myself. We're going to be the duo.
I think maybe one concern I could have with this new Royal Ravens roster is leadership. Who's it going to be? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think that's something that Zero has ever really been, or Alexx or Dylan. Seany seems to be a guy that can step it up and be that role for them. Seany wins the game 5 with the 1v2 clock.
I think this team has plenty of guidance, a lot of experience under their belt. There's not a weakness here. I think that's a strong thing for London going into this year.
A successful 2021 for me, obviously winning. I've not won yet. I've got very close a few times. I need to win.
Champs is the biggest, and it's going to be the biggest, so that's the one we're looking at, and only one team can win it. So
if we get that first win under our belts, because the only European team, full European team to win was Zero back in IW with the Splice team. So I feel like we just need that win under our belt. We're hoping that we're in contention in the top 4 teams. We just want to be in that conversation because last year we were left out of that. I actually love the Construction Man nickname, simply because it's funny, because I have the body composition for it, you know, big man, like, you know, beard and all that. It looks funny when people put hard hat on me and stuff like that. I should have said shout out to Maven for that one, because I'm pretty sure he started it.